So when you first log into HVC, you'll see this screen. This is your dashboard. So we try to put as much as possible on here to make what people typically want to access as accessible on the first screen you see. So you have the ability to create events, schedule events, find the people you talk to the most, all right here. You will notice there's some redundancies in here. That's intentional. So again, you can get to what you need as quickly as possible. The first one I'll point out here is I've got a couple of recent contacts here. One of them is Pat Quinlan, who I have favorited. So he's got this little star next to his name. The other one's Alex. He's the one I do demos with frequently. So he's going to be here under my recent contacts. On the left-hand side, you've got my scheduled events. This is a list view of everything you have scheduled upcoming in the next few hours. Right now I don't have anything scheduled, but I will here in just a moment. To schedule something, I have a couple of options. I can come here to Alex's phone icon, click on that, and get this form. By default, it assumes I want to start the call right now. Again, we're trying to prioritize the need to get something going immediately. So that's why we have it check mark. If you want to schedule this for the future, you simply unclick that. And it'll give you the calendar down here. Just add a event title and your other participants if you want to add anyone else, as well as notes or attachments, and click save at the bottom. If you come over here to create event, you're going to get the exact same form, except for Alex isn't automatically entered in as a participant. I'm going to come here and call this demo 15. I'm going to say I don't want to start it now. I want to schedule for the future, and let's say in just a few minutes here. My participants, I'm going to add Alex and our non-human participant, our overhead camera. Now, if I wanted to add someone that isn't on here, as in they haven't registered yet, it's pretty simple. I just enter in their email address, email.com, and then when the invite goes out, that participant will receive a invitation to register and then join the meeting as well. They can do both simultaneously. We'll get rid of that though, because there's no one there. Again, I could add notes or attachments if I want to. I'm not going to for this one. I can also add a patient name or MRN number. I'm going to go ahead and click save. And there's that event that I just scheduled just now. It's up there ready for me to join whenever I need to. We're going to get into that call in just a minute here, but first we're going to go over the rest of this portal. Next page over is contacts. Sounds pretty self-explanatory. A couple things to point out is the first two columns on the left here. You notice that they're pretty full. Those are individual people. The column on the right, these are my groups. So I've got Brenton, the Quinlans, and the Vancouver team. And to create a group, you just come up here to a new group, and you fill out this quick form. You add as many people as you need to, and that way you have a quick reference for, I need to call all the people on a specific team. You can do that very quickly and easily. You can also edit these groups as needed, very simply. So when you come up here and say view details, you see there's the edit group, leave group, delete group. So you have those options as well. Now on this screen, you can also resort your contacts by recent activity or alphabetical order. You can also search people. So if you've got a few hundred people in your organization, you don't want to scroll down looking for them, you come here to the scroller on the side, or you can just search the person you're looking for very quickly. You can also initiate a group chat or a group call by selecting anyone that you want to include. And then if you do a event, you're going to get that same form here with everyone that you've pre-selected. Come over here real quick to the calendar. Again, pretty self-explanatory. You have your lists, week, day, and month views. And you come here and click anywhere on the calendar. And this is the one time it will assume you're planning something for the future because you did click on a calendar. So it'll enter in that date and time that you select. But again, you can always just click start event now if you change your mind and want to have the event immediately. Now the ledger, this is something a little bit unique to our product. Our ledger is essentially a folder of all events that you've participated in, whether you hosted them or not hosted them. If you're involved in a event, you're going to have a ledger. Now the ledger is again just a record of everything that's happened. So you can come over here to, it's like another demo that we did. We can view the log, and in the log you can see when the event started, when every individual person joined, when recording started, when recording ended, and then when every person left, and then the meeting ended. That's the log. It shows you essentially just everything that happened during the call. So you can say, hey, when did people join? When was the recording happening? You have a record of all of that. You can also go to view details here, and there's that log again. You can also look at the chat. This will show you all chats that happened that you were involved in. So during a call, you can have a chat just one-on-one with someone else. So that's here. It says Alex Galloway. I was speaking directly to him and no one else. The message above that, everyone saw during the call, and so they have a historical record of that chat. I also have some documents here. First one we look at is just a photo. So you can see I took a photo during the call. It was taken by me. I can add an alternative name if I want to. I can add a description. I can share it with people. I can download and delete it. Sharing is very easy. I simply come in here, search who I want to share it with. I'm like, hey, I want Dr. Flynn to take a look at this for me. Select his name, click share. Now he has it in his ledger as well. Now he wasn't in that call, so a ledger entry was built for him just to house that piece of media that I sent to him. And the same can be done with the video recordings as well. It's the exact same thing. Moving on real quick. Next, we're going to look at our settings, which sounds like not much, but it's actually pretty important because that QR code you see there. This is where you change your notification preferences, your profile information. This QR code is very important, though. You're going to see a little bit more of why in the later portion of the demo when we look at the headset perspective. But you need to have this as a reference to know where to find it. You create your PIN here, enter in 4 digits, enter it again, click reset, then you click generate code, and you'll get this QR code. That's unique for you. So it's essentially your credentials, so you can very quickly and easily log into a headset without having to type in a whole username and password. So it just makes your life a whole lot easier.